students, hands, arms, feet, legs inside of the train, and do watch your little ones. Thank you.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Riverview. If you'll be leading us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
We are now ready at New Orleans Square Station. Your stop is on Hampton, Harlem.
This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Please remain seated till the train comes to a full stop inside of the station. Thanks for riding with us and have fun. Welcome aboard the excursion right here on the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside of the train, and turns to opening at all times. Next stop is Toontown Depot, and although Toontown is closed for its makeover, this will still be your one and only stop for Fantasyland. Thanks.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is a bunch of them. You can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
Oh wait, one for me and then one for Jasper.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
Remind me I had this bottle.
There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below.
I'm so tired tomorrow. Because it's Hillary's birthday party. Hillary made the last one. Yeah. But
People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through Wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fuels these iron horses,
No, I
but
haven't.
the dreams of a whole new
I haven't worked
generation
the train. I've just been
move
coming here
west
since I was
into
a
this
kid.
great frontier. Of
I'm
course,
working on
some of those
transferring.
dreams
The only way you get hired in is through, you know, being here at the park.
Downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear
Yeah.
that mysterious spirits
The
have
trams.
grabbed hold of those
So, you
mining
know,
trains
when you come into
and
the
turned
park.
them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Hopefully I could get into this. It's actually pretty easy once you get the idea of it. It is. You know, another fun position actually when if you're on the railroad and you know you can't get into the actual locomotive, you can work as a conductor. It looks pretty fun.
Like, what do you do? Like, conductor? Like, what do you do?
Just make sure everyone stays seated. You come to a stop. You give your spiels leaving. You give your spiels coming back.
Also, all you have to say is, like, bye.
They have automatic announcements, so you know they say the majority of it.
Oh, yeah, we don't have
This tunnel signals
Then when you come to a stop, you let them off. You let people on.
the one you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
It's pretty
Our
straightforward.
next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station.
As long as
for
you're
Mickey's
comfortable
Toontown.
hearing your voice.
Cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your
50% off
favorite
in
Disney animated
what
characters
world?
and stories.
Well, 3? What would you
If you're
say?
leaving us here, please
What
wait
would you
until
say?
the
It
train
sounds like
comes
you would
to a
say
full
something to
stop. Remember your personal
store, right?
belongings and stay
Yeah, your voice sounds fine to me. Yeah, I was the same way when it came to working on the trams. I'm the one that's actually talking to people. So, I get that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Do they play?
Yeah, they play at the Paradise Grill.
Why don't we do like
Ride or die song. Are they killing them from afar? No, they're not here. Only at your own square. That one's just for show. Which one? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, he's like, you guys again.
Thanks for joining us here.
Hello, everyone.
Disneyland Railroad, everybody.
Thanks for
Please
joining
remain
us on the
seated.
Disneyland Railroad.
Arms seated
For a
like
safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic... future.
Of your row. This is our one and only train for the rest of the evening, so we'll want to help out as many folks as we possibly can. Alright, thank you so much for your patience. Please remain seated, keeping on hands arms, seated like this side of the train. And parents, please watch your little ones, keeping them away from the train opening at all times. Next stop is Main Street Station, but in order to get there, we'll have to take just a little detour through the various entrances of the world.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to the Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Fair Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. And walk the steps as you go along. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
There he is. It's right
Hey, honey, it's gonna be tough to get some big thunder. What do you want to do here in New Orleans? Yeah.
No, I noticed it was packed. One of the conductors recording it, and no one believed him. So then we went down for ashes, and we all walked into the
Next up, main line, Toontown Depot. Stay away from fast line.
We have a lot of training.
Oh, that'll be fine.
See you guys later.
See you later.
If you look real hard, you just might find it. We're the pretty celebrated with chicken and beef on it. Speaking of critters, a bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Bear Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
Yeah, they're still on it.
Oh yeah, they are still on it.
Indian towns sharing historic stars in Lake River Valley below.
It's a little further away, but we're going to and it was the last
People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Green is telling me that you left Princess Train.
This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to when you're leaving us here. Please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
All right, we're going to Toontown Depot. You go with Southport Trains last passage.
It was nice seeing CK Holiday back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when we left.
All right, we'll have to wait here. We'll be getting the parade before it crosses the track. Thank you.
I rode on CK this morning before I came in the car.
Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Disfrute a los pequeños.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, we're now right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop.
The characters were fantastic.
Including lightsaber
I thought that was pretty.
and step carefully from the train.
It's too bad we didn't whistle though.
And have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a bit.
Please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside train all times and watch over small children. Our next stop on the main line, heading back to the Main Street train station, but first we're going through a magic tunnel up ahead. It'll take us right through the rim of the Grand Canyon. Feel free to take photos and videos. Just make sure the flash is off and no video lighting inside the tunnel for the curves that goes around you. Once we get to the Grand Canyon, we'll activate a time machine. We're going to go back in time to the world of the dinosaurs.
To those who have
Again,
just
feel
come
free to take
aboard,
photos and videos. Just make sure the flash is off and no video lighting.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Thank you. And like $2. Please supervise all children, making sure they're seated away from the either fully on a lap or on a bench. Our next stop will be New Orleans Square Station, your closest stop to Star Wars, Adventureland, Frontierland, and many more.
I just read the stuff that
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a Grand Circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world, literally. So be on the lookout. You just want to know what might be lurking along the rails. This station also serves Frontierland and Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop.
I like the ride.
Fully seated until the train comes to a full stop. This will be your stop for all Adventureland, Frontierland, Star Wars, and New Orleans Square Shark. Fully seated until the train has come to a full stop. Seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Please supervise all children, making sure they're seated away from those train openings, either fully on a lap or on a bench. Our next stop will be Mickey's Toontown Depot, your
You were
gateway
going
to
by
all
earlier, and by
Disneyland
the time,
attractions.
like, the first time I saw you guys, the first time you guys were going by, I was like, oh, there's Dylan. But
To
then I
those
was,
just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
I saw you guys, and I was like, oh, I'll see you guys later.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating the Zippity Doo Dah Day.
There we go. And you're not on it. What is this? Let's hear it, Dex.
Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over
Tess!
is home to
Tess!
a bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can see Boo, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
I'm on there tomorrow night.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see.
Tuesday, show. Monday, Tuesday show. Thursday, Friday, dayside point. Or during the day.
There, sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below.
It's so pretty, right?
Yeah.
People like you have been riding these trails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as they moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains.
And you're not on it. What is this? Let's hear it, Deck.
Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can find the Boo, Tigger, Rare Rex. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of pier, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, the official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot.
Permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. ボートが完全に止まり、下船していただく指示が出されるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。Danke. Restez assis jusqu'à l'arrêt complet du bateau et attendez jusqu'à ce que l'hôte ou l'hôtesse vous demande de descendre. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. ボートが完全に止まり、下船していただく指示が出されるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Boot sitzen, bis es zu einem vollständigen Halt kommt und Sie gebeten werden, aufzustehen.
Yeah.
Danke.
Oh, we didn't get on that one, Jess.
Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. Veuillez rester assis jusqu'à l'arrêt complet du bateau et attendez jusqu'à ce que l'hôte ou l'hôtesse vous demande de descendre. Merci. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Please remain seated. Merci. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you. ボートが完全に止まり、下船していただく指示が出されるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Boot sitzen, bis es zu einem vollständigen Halt kommt und Sie gebeten werden, aufzustehen. Danke. Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop.
soon return in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot. This is Toontown Depot. Smitty's Toontown.
Yeah.
Well, before your safety, keep your hands on the exit inside the train at all times. Please supervise little ones, keeping them away from the train's opening. Our next stop will be in the future.
Like just for that everywhere.
Yeah.
Like where,
What's the
when,
word? Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Have a good night, Ryan.
We're now steaming
Oh, they moved the
forward
engines
into the
around.
future ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters. And if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version.
You know what I mean, Chris? What? Yeah, like someday.
You didn't get the video?
Keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Please supervise
Oh, that
little
was
ones,
sad.
keeping them away from the train's opening. Our next and final stop will be Main Street, USA. Before we get there, we're going to take a detour into the Grand Canyon and back in time into our Primeval world. You're more than welcome to take as many videos and pictures as you would like, but please don't flash photography and turn off any light exposure at this time. As we make our way back to Main Street, USA, please remain seated for the train comes to a full and complete stop.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train.
Once again, please remain seated for the train comes to a full and complete stop. Thank you for riding the Disneyland Railroad.
We hope you enjoyed your travels with us, and you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station.
Last call for the Disneyland Limited. Now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Stop at Frontierland, Town, and Tomorrowland. Last call.
Yeah, I'm coming back to Main Street now.
Oh, how fun!
I'll see you around.
I'll see you around.
Thanks, guys.
Aren't you guys gonna see the train leave? Oh, you're good.
Yeah, usually down here.
Alrighty.
Hey, Marsh! Marsh!